Hey y'all, my name's Emil Giroux, aka Mr. Fat Loss. Just finished a little bit of a workout, it's the M2 MRT PT, which those of you who don't know, it's a preferred way of doing cardio because it helps to keep the body a lot tighter, more toned, and it gets the heart rate up at intervals. If you choose to have long rest periods, a lot of my colleagues suggest rest periods of 10 or so seconds. I tend to do them as I did in the military, non-stop. Right now we're building up from 10 to 15, now on our way to 20 exercises. 2 rounds, eventually up to 30 exercises, up to 60 exercises, and then we'll do that for non-stop hour as cardio. But right now we use it as a finisher after the main weight training component. Right now I'm en route to the Mr. Los Angeles Masters physique competition. No, for no other reason. I'm not the trophy hunter. I do have a very large ego, but in a good way. Meaning, I expect a lot from myself, and I don't mind boasting about the challenges that I put out for myself. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that, provided you're the kind of person that puts out, multitudes of things that you're going to do and then do them. And with that in mind, a lot of us don't have the same kind of reference points from a past that may have ultimate contrast, as some of the other motivational speakers out there call it. But it's the life experiences that I've had that allow me to talk freely about a lot of things and still wear the name tag Mr. Know-It-All. Not because I'm just pulling it out of thin air. It's just I've done a lot of different crazy things in my life. Not because I'm the smartest guy on the planet. I just get bored and I like to do some things that are pretty crazy. One of those things is I use as a reference point, my military experience. And the training that we did was non-stop, day in and day out for hours per day, for weeks and months. And the thing about it is I watched a lot of guys crash and burn because physically their bodies and their minds weren't able to deal with the constant grind and the challenge that physically we had to go through mentally in classroom and the academic component. And it's not necessarily a very easy course to go through. Basically, underwater demolition, the pilot rescue schools, or SAR swimmers, or any of the courses that the military puts people through. So, all that being said, you have to be able to recognize what your personal limits are. And I find a lot of times people, because they're under my care or they may be working with me, that they assume that because we've had the past that we've had, that we would like for them to operate at that pace. And of course we want you to do your best, but I encourage you to operate within your limits and pay attention to the signs, being mindful of what your body's trying to tell you as far as are you starting to get sick, and if you feel symptoms of being sick, coming into the studio or coming to train while you're sick, coughing and wheezing, throwing up little green Volkswagens everywhere. That is not really a smart idea. We're a rechargeable battery, meaning our bodies will recharge after we rest, after we sleep, after our training sessions, to rebuild stronger for the next session. Unlike the military experience here in the civilian world, you have time, and you should have proper pacing and spacing of training days per your body, your experience level, and your recovery ability. Not everybody is created the same. Not everybody can be a bikini competitor. Not everybody can be the strongest man. Not everybody can be a CrossFit superstar. Kettlebell. Some are going to be, great in Pilates. My suggestion is to try all of the different styles of training and put something together that allows you to get the success that you want. I happen to like bodybuilding because I really like how to shape your body. I have not seen anything else. There's things that'll make you big, there's things that'll make you more flexible, there's things that'll increase the shape of your body, but there's nothing like bodybuilding and competition to really balance out the body and get the kind of detail and shape in your body that you aspire to have and that you've seen. I've watched this my entire life, and I've watched all of the current superstars that have come and gone, and new ones that are coming on the scene, bodybuilding and or in the movies and the media. And I use them as role models because visually there's really not too many people, as you can tell walking around, that look competitive. I mean, it's a very, very small group of people. So when you choose to do this, Pay attention to the signs, listen to what your body's telling you, have no fear. You're going to have crabs in the bucket, meaning you're going to have people that are going to, talk down about you. You may be alone a lot of the time because you may be the only one in your city, your town, your neighborhood, your family that's pursuing this. And, you may have a lot of friends come and go. And unfortunately, it's a journey that sometimes being alone, and you'll find people, trust me, when you get to the upper levels of your career, of your sport, of whatever that thing is that drives you to jump out of bed before the alarm clock and causes you to rethink eating what you're going to eat when all your other friends are eating the stuff that they choose, or going to bed early. This is no joke. If you decide to do the thing that you say you really, really want to master, become a professional. No longer think like an amateur. Read the book by Steven Pressfield, Turning Pro, or The War of Art, or his other book before that called Do the Work. Read these books, understand what I'm talking about when I say, the playtime is over. If you're going to be a pro, and do the best that you can, regardless of what anybody else says to you, okay? Walk the talk you talk, okay? Love you lots. Peace. Day in the life of Mr. Fat Loss is coming up again. Just another day spent with me so that I can help teach you some little bits and nuggets of my own personal wisdom and how I've developed systems over the years to keep myself on track with diet, on track with training. You have to have metrics. That which does not get measured does not change. So teaching you how to change and train according to the goal you have, specific to your ability and what level you are in, first grade, second grade, high school, college, and PhD program, and beyond. So all different levels. I really look forward to our next group. We're going to meet May 25th. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Ow.